Hi guys, this is Hugh T. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the moringa tree. This is my moringa tree. She's looking a little ugly. It is January 2015. We did have a nice frost here, so I'm hoping she's going to make it. I'll show you some pictures of whenever I first got it. When I first got it, I did order it from a place that sells moringa trees and seeds, but I bought a sapling, which I would say was just maybe a couple weeks old. I'll put it in a picture. Two of them, they didn't make it, but luckily there were some seeds that went along. So this one I had started from seed, and this is how it looks now. All of the leaves have come off for the most part. I have aggressively pruned it, and there are some wacky branches on here, but that's because I had about 4 or 5 pods left on the tree, and I wanted to let them finish doing what they were doing, which they did. They turned out really well. You're going to notice that I have an arm over here on my moringa tree. See how it comes down here? So when my tree got about, I would say, 3 feet high, I chopped it. I didn't want to, but my husband said it was the best thing, that if you really aggressively prune it, that this will happen. So moringa trees can grow to be 70, 80, 90 feet tall. They're very tall trees, but whenever they grow up, they kind of have just like a little poof on the top. So unless you aggressively prune your moringa tree, and I'm telling you, it breaks my heart. Every time, it's probably the biggest fight that we have, because it will look so beautiful, and whenever he wants to cut it, I feel like I'm killing the tree, and it really breaks my heart. So a few months ago, we did aggressively prune this tree, but you can see the type of branches that I have now and how low it is. So I have some really nice thick branches down here, and this is not typical at all of a moringa tree. I'm about 5 feet, probably 3 inches on a good day. So right now this tree is maybe about 6 feet tall, maybe 7. The largest it's got was probably the very, very tippity top, was about 15 to 18 feet tall. And those are just some really, really tall branches. But for the most part, it's a nice short tree, very easy to harvest. I can come over here and get leaves right off of it. They're nice and low for me. Lots of great benefits of the moringa tree. I started getting into the moringa tree after I had found out that I had thyroid cancer. So once I had the cancer, I tried to do as much stuff organically as I could. I tried to grow some of our own food, and then just trying to get a little bit more knowledgeable on things. So moringa tree is an amazing little tree. I'm going to go inside because it's a little windy out here. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So why is the moringa tree so amazing? So in some third world countries, they actually use this as their main staple diet. So the cool thing about moringa tree is it actually has more protein than milk. The leaf powder can contain more than 15 times the amount of calcium in milk. So the cool thing for me is, since I have calcium issues, it's a source of calcium that I can just go out and pick from my tree. I have made moringa powder. What I do is I take the leaves and I stick them in a dehydrator. It has a really cool, vibrant green to it. And then I just stick them in a Ziploc bag and crush them up once they've all been dry. So really cool, 15 times more than milk. I'm all over that. Also, some cool things about the fresh leaves. So ounce per ounce, they have 7 times more vitamin C than oranges. Wow. I mean, oranges definitely do taste much better. And then the potassium alone, it has probably about, 3 times more potassium than bananas. So, if you have potassium issues and you need a little extra boost in potassium, there you go. I have made some moringa tea with the blossoms, and I'll show you a picture of that. kind of has, I want to say like a nuttiness and earthiness to it. I actually really enjoy the tea. If the seeds are eaten raw, it can help detoxify your liver. So if you're having some liver issues or if you just need a little detox, I have not tried that yet. They can be drought tolerant. I live in a very hot, dry desert area. The only thing though is they're not really frost tolerant. So we're going to see how mine makes it this year. This is going on probably a year and a half of having the tree. The first year it made it through the December, January months whenever we did have a frost. So I'm hoping that it makes it through this time again, because it was a pretty good frost at the end of 2014. But definitely does like the heat, likes the sun. It does not like to have soggy roots. So it doesn't like a lot of very heavy, wet, constantly wet soil. So I have mine on a timer that comes on every night, comes on for, I don't know, maybe 7-8 minutes, and then that's it. It has been known to treat more than 200 diseases in third world countries. They've used it for things like diabetes, for people that have high blood pressure. So there's a lot of really great things about the moringa tree. I would definitely recommend, doing some of your own research and seeing if it's a benefit to you. It's a beautiful tree whenever it's in bloom. I have a lot of bees. It was an issue that I had probably a year and a half ago when I first started my garden before the moringa tree started blooming. Was I don't know what happened to all the bees. We didn't have any bees around, so a lot of my stuff wasn't getting pollinated. I was having to try to do it by hand, which is very painstaking and just didn't really give me a very good yield in my garden. But since my moringa tree, I've noticed a lot more bees are coming around. So I'm going to try to figure out something that I could do to set up a home for them. I don't live on a lot of land to where I can have a whole honeybee area for them, and I do have young kids, so I want to keep in mind them, and I don't want them to get stung, if I have a whole hive or a nest somewhere. But it's a cool little tree. I definitely recommend you guys planting one and seeing if you guys enjoy it. I have used the leaves in like scrambled eggs in the morning. My boys love scrambled eggs like with potato and cheese like in a burrito. So what I'll do is I'll mix it in with some moringa leaves, and they never really even notice they're there. So it's a good way to get some extra nutrition in for the kids. I've also even used some fresh leaves and the powder too, making some smoothies. So another great way to get some of that nutrition in for your kids. So that's what I have about the moringa tree. I hope you liked it. If you enjoy my videos and you enjoyed this one, please feel free to hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Big kiss. Bye. Hi there, it's UT giving you an update on my moringa tree. September of 04, we really aggressively pruned this tree, which is a very, very bad idea. Please don't prune your moringa tree close to wintertime. So it completely died, and then we had the gardener come and he chopped it down, and it totally broke my heart because I didn't think it was going to come back. So as you see, this and that was my main tree, and he cut both of them down, and it looked dead for probably about 2 or 3 months. Then all of a sudden I had shoots coming all up from the bottom. So now I have this beautiful moringa tree that is easy to harvest. As you can see, it is doing quite well. So please don't be afraid if you have pruned your tree to the point of where it looks dead. Just cut it down to, I think we left about 2-3 feet, and keep watering it. And then hopefully, like mine, yours will spring back to life, and you will have a very easily maintained moringa tree if you want to harvest the leaves. So there she is. Nice, big, and tall. So like I said, we pruned it in September of 04. Right now we just hit, it's August 1st of '05, and that's what I already have. Lots of flowers coming. No pods yet, but I have some flowers already coming off of it. Like I said, it's very easy to maintain now. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Just got bit by a whole bunch of ants. Alright, please subscribe to my channel. Bye.